Hi friends, so I am back with my final Grow Your Dough Investing Challenge update. So I'm a little late because I was a little late starting. So I started the challenge in February when everybody else started in January. So I am finishing in February. So we're kind of on time. You've met me at this point. If you haven't though, I'm Sarah, also known as Budget Girl here on the internet. I also run budgetgirl.com, and today we are checking in on some investing fun. I am debt-free. I have a fully funded emergency fund, and the main thing that I am doing right now is investing a ton of my income because I don't have high bills and I don't have any debt, and I'm also saving for a multi-family property that I plan to live in and rent out. So investing is one of the ways that I am building my wealth and getting there. And at the beginning of this past year in 2019, Jeff Rose, an amazing YouTuber, I will link his channel below, issued a challenge to us money friends on the internet, and he said deposit $1,000 into some sort of investing platform. Do not add to it. And then check back throughout the year, tell us how it's doing. And the point of this was to show how different platforms and different investments show growth over time, which I think is amazing because so often when we look at even other people on the internet's money and their investments, it's counting into the fact that they're continuing to deposit in those. So of course they're growing by that much. $1,000 stuck in one place, you know, one stock bot, one crypto bot, one something, and you just see how it does over a year. So Jeff actually put in $10,000 into 10 different accounts, and I will link the video below that shows how much those grew over the year. It was really interesting to see. I think he made $1,000 overall, so grew by 10%, not a bad margin. However, he did invest in some very risky things, so that overall I think hurt what he could have made. My friend Justine from Debt Free Millennials, hi pal, also did this, and she used the Roboadvisor platform Betterment, and I am gonna go ahead and tell you, Homegirl did better than I did. I will link her video down below. Now that doesn't mean that her platform is better than the one I used, which I'll get to in a second. It just means what she invested in was different, and how it grew over the year was different. And we'll also loop back to how at this current moment, as I'm filming this, I bet she has lost more than me, because as I'm filming this, it is February 26th, and yesterday, a lot of people lost a lot of money in the stock market because the coronavirus is all over the place and people are panicking. Pro tip, don't panic, just leave your money alone. The market will bounce back. The market always bounces back. The only people that get hurt when an emergency happens, like a roller coaster stops, is the people who get off the roller coaster. So, good Dave Ramsey quote right there. So, what platform did I use if you haven't seen it before? ELLEVEST, and if you haven't heard of that, it is a women-centered investing platform, which I am all about here on Budget Girl. So like Betterment and a lot of other platforms that you might have heard of, it's a robo-advisor, which means that they use rules and mathematical algorithms to determine what sort of portfolios to do based on tons of data. Essentially, it's minimal human management of your portfolio, which costs you less. It's a robot financial advisor. And I think if they needed an actual robot mascot, it would be Rosie from the Jetsons. She was super helpful and a little sassy. They're tailored to women's career paths, life expectancies, retirement ages, etc. By the way, I did work with ELLEVEST on this series to show how easy it is to start investing. It doesn't have to be intimidating at all, and I encourage you to take the plunge if you are in the financial place to do so. I reached out to them because I thought that their female-focused finance mission was awesome and that some of you guys would love it too, and they decided to sweeten the pot for you guys. In fact, anyone that signs up through my link below gets $50 free with any deposit. I was able to use the same thing. I got $50 in my account, free, instant profit. Awesome. So you can check out the link below if you would like to take the plunge, start investing for your future. It's really not that hard. So let's check into my Ellevest account and see how much I made over the course of 1 year. So it looks like my current balance is $1,135.32. I deposited the $1,000 on February 13th, 2019. And let's jump over to my personal capital account, which I really like to use to see the up and down swings in the market. It's just kind of interesting to see. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, very recently, as in like yesterday, we had a bit of a downturn. So I lost $16 in a day. But let's go back and see what I had on February 13th, exactly a year in. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, it looks like I had $1,184 exactly 1 year after I deposited. But this is part of the market. It has ups and down swings. So let's see, this is the 90-day view, how much I made over the year. Ooh, that's looking a little bit more realistic, a little more happy. So as you can see, we have little dips throughout the year, but it's always trending upwards, just like the market. So if we're just talking about my actual 1 year in, I made about 187 bucks, which is not bad off of $1,000. That certainly beats a savings account to heck, but I do encourage you to do your research when investing. It is riskier than a savings account, but you're also not gonna get rich off of a savings account. Investing is key to wealth building. Every millionaire and billionaire in the world knows that. And please let me remind you again, do not panic if the market drops a little, and don't do anything. Also, don't try to like hold back your money until the market drops. I've seen a lot of people online talking about how they had this little pool of cash just waiting for the market to drop, but trying to time the market is also a loser's game, because you never know when it's going to bottom out, and if you're just holding that money back, you're wasting interest, you're wasting potential growth. It's just the speculation. There's no real point to it. So at the top of my game here, right at a year in, I had made $1,184, but I told you before, my friend Justine made $236 in a year. So does that mean that one Roboadvisor is better than the other? No. It does, however, mean that she is invested differently than me. In fact, in her video, it shows that she's actually invested in 90% stocks and 10% bonds. So let's see what I'm invested in. So my portfolio is made up of only 59% stocks, 39% bonds, and 2% alternatives, which is just like index funds. So my risk is lower, which is why I only lost $13 today when the stock market went down, and why she probably lost a lot more. But once again, we're not worried, neither of us, because we know it's gonna bounce back. It's gonna go up, everything's gonna be fine, and we're investing for our future. If we were using these as retirement accounts, by the time we got to 65, this would not even be a blip on the length of the way this is going. So what I'm actually gonna do is, now that the year is over of the Grow Your Dough Challenge, I think I'm actually gonna start putting some money in this every month and seeing how much further that takes me. I have some other investing accounts in other places that I'm also using to grow my wealth, with index funds, stuff like that. But this one, I think I'm gonna actually start putting a little bit of money in, because I want it to grow a little faster. I would love to know what you are doing for your investing recently. I was really intimidated before I started this. I've only kind of been in this space for about 1.5 years, 2 years, because I was very focused on paying off debt, and I was very focused then on building my emergency fund. But now that I'm trying to build wealth and doing my research, investing isn't that hard. It can be a little bit scary, but once you're actually in it, everything becomes obvious. I think I was trying to read so many books and articles and trying to understand every little facet of it before I ever risked $1. And that was not the way to do it. Jeff Rose, I actually watched a video of his once where he was just like, just invest something. You'll learn so much more in it than you will waiting. So I encourage you, invest something. If you would like to try it out with ELLEVEST, you get $50 free. That's a pretty good return on your money right away. With any deposit, use the link below. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see me do more investing videos, I would love it if you subscribed. I have some coming up, as well as some about house hunting and how else to save money and budgeting if that's the place that you're in life. So, nope, not gonna say if you're not scared of the coronavirus. We should probably be scared of the coronavirus. So like this video if you like growing your money, and subscribe for more fun and frugal things. I will see you guys next time. Bye.